Welcome back, folks. I'm Kenjamin, and today we're talking about what you need to know about Coromon before buying it. For those of you who are already Coromon veterans or you've already played the demo, you won't need to watch this video. However, if you're on the fence about getting Coromon or you are brand new to Coromon, I highly recommend that you continue watching this video. And of course, before we start off the video, make sure you like and subscribe and have your notifications turned on. Without further ado, let's begin. So number one, the release date of Coromon is March 31, 2022. Coromon is going to initially release on Switch and Steam. The mobile release is still going to be announced in the future. We're not too sure. We're hoping maybe it's about April, no later than May, but we'll have to wait and see what the release date is for mobile version of Coromon. Now, the Switch and Steam version will be more expensive than the mobile version, but that's because the mobile Coromon will have in-app purchases, and if you were to make these in-app purchases, then it would come out to about the same price as Coromon on the Switch or Steam. Now, with that in mind, since you can play Coromon on different platforms, there's also cloud saves, meaning that if you own Coromon in different platforms, then you can also use that save file between any other platforms that you also own. So you can play Coromon on more than just one device using your cloud save. Number two, there are more than 100 Coromon in the game. So before the developers were able to find a publisher, there were 118 Coromon exactly that was going to be released back in 2021. However, since the developers were able to land Freedom Games as their publisher, they were able to add more Coromon to the full release. How many Coromon will be added into the full game? We're not entirely too sure, but if you go and watch some of the Coromon trailers, or if you even go through some of my videos, we even discuss some of the newer Coromon that also pop up. Number three, you can catch every single Coromon in one playthrough of the game. So in Pokemon, there are things like trade evolutions. However, Coromon doesn't have that. You're not required to do any kind of trades. And because of that, all the Coromon in the game are going to be catchable at some point, whether it's your starters or super rare Coromon that you find in the wild. Now, that may be a turnoff for some of you, but it's actually pretty good considering that you don't need to actually play online since Coromon is an offline game. That also means that every single player has the same accessibility to Coromon just like every other player. I know some of you may want this game to be a more social game like Pokemon. However, there is another feature that Coromon brings to the table. Number four, Coromon will feature online battles or player versus player. So I know Coromon won't have anything like online trades, which is pretty good considering that we actually have online battles. Now, do we know at what capacity we can do online battles? We're not entirely too sure just yet, but we're hoping that we can do full teams of 6 versus 6, or maybe we do 3 versus 3 Coromon instead. Maybe we might even have double battles. We're not entirely too sure what's going to happen, but we can stay hopeful and maybe even see a few Coromon tournaments in the future. Now, another question that might be brought up about online battles is what level we can start online battles and what levels we're allowed to do online battles. All of these questions will be answered during the full release, I'm sure of it. Number 5. There are hidden Easter eggs or items throughout Coromon. The moment you begin Coromon, you can actually already acquire a hidden costume with bonus effects. And then eventually throughout your journey, you can acquire the Golden Gauntlet. which is just for cosmetic purposes and doesn't really have any value outside of just appearances. But that also goes to show that Coromon offers quite a lot of customization in the game. Coromon also offers costumes that are available during certain periods of time, like during holidays like Halloween or Christmas. So if you're an adventurous person who likes to find hidden secrets and hidden costumes, then you're definitely going to enjoy all of the Easter eggs and all of the puzzles and secrets that Coromon has to offer. Well folks, that's basically all that we have left for this video. I didn't want this to drag out because I don't want to overload people with information. I just wanted to get through the gist of everything. But if you found this video helpful and informational, then please consider liking and subscribing. And as always, make sure to turn on notifications so you know when a video or when a live stream goes up. With that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.